Palestine is a holy land to the world. Palestine is the center of monotheistic religions. Islam teaches people to reject superstitions and myths by using reason. Still, Islam is misrepresented through Islamophobia, okay? By spreading misinformation about Islam. First, we start our debate by talking about the religious importance of Palestine. We start with Mr. Hamza. Go ahead.
Palestine has a special religious importance for many people. Many prophets lived or passed through Palestine. For Muslims, the Dome of the Rock is the holiest places in Islam.
Excellent. Another answer talking about the religious importance of Jerusalem and Palestine. Mr. Jacob.
Palestine is a land of peace where religions have shared the same holy places for 100 of years. Its cities, especially Jerusalem, hold great religious meaning and connect people to their faith and history. This religious importance makes Palestine respected by believers around the world.
Excellent. Throughout history, civilizations have wrestled with the timeless question: should faith reign above reason, or should reason lead to the door of faith? This question has changed the fate of nations and the destinies of individuals and the rise and fall of empires. For over 10 years, the Greeks had laid a siege to Troy with no hope of victory until one daring idea had changed everything. They built a giant wooden horse, lifted outside the city walls and vanished from sight. The Greeks, or the Trojans, believing that it was such a sacred offering to goddess Athena, could neither be refused nor defied. For doing so, this would bring wrath upon the city. The fear of divine anger, combined with the joy that the war was over, led them to pull the horse inside the city gates. As night fell from the horse's belly, soldiers slipped out, emerged in the city, opened the gates for other burials. Within hours, the legendary city of Troy was turned into ashes. This happened because the Trojans had elevated faith above reason. So they were embracing tradition. Reason is the starting point. That leads you to the door of faith, and revelation opens the door. Once inside, faith embraces reason. And directs it. Then faith and reason walks hand in hand on the path of guidance. In this regard, I want someone tell me, how does Islam fight superstitions and myths, Mr. Attin?
A clear example is the role of Caliph Umar ibn Khattab when a clear example is the role of Caliph Umar ibn Khattab in ending the superstition of sacrificing a young girl to the Nile River to the Nile River to prevent its flooding. When Umar learned that Egyptians believed the Nile wouldn't flow unless a virgin was thrown into it, he firmly rejected this practice. He sent a letter to the Nile declaring, if it flowed by God's will, it should continue, and if not, Muslims had no need for it. After that, Nile flowed normally without any sacrifice. This event shows how Islam fought harmful myths by replacing them with rational thinking.
Good job. Another example, another story, or another answer, Mr. Zitawi.
The Prophet Muhammad sent a man to lead a battle. The leader told a fighter to enter a fire, but they refused because it was wrong. The Prophet agreed with them. This shows Islam teaches people think and use reason.
Yes, Islam teaches people to think and use reason. So there was a saying, a leader who had lit a fire and ordered the soldiers to enter it or to jump in it. But they refused because Islam, they embraced Islam or faith to prevent them from fire. Okay? So here the Muslims use the rational thinking, okay, instead of blind obedience. Okay. Now we'll talk to how is Islam misrepresented through Islamophobia. Okay? But before we go there, let's say that reason is a religious obligation. Okay? As Prophet Muhammad said, I want to end with this. The pen has been lifted from three, from the sleepers until he wakes, from the child until he reaches puberty, and from the insane until he regains his reason. So, reason is the starting point. And another thing, I shared this story with you. A man was drowning in the sea. A boat came by and asked the man, "Do you need help?" He replied, "God will save me." Another boat came by and he said, "God will save me." Then he drowned and died, went to heaven and asked angels there, "Why didn't you save me?" He asked them. They replied, we had sent you two little boats, eagles. Okay? So this man, he didn't use reason to survive. Okay? He just depended on faith. And now let's talk about how is Islam misrepresented through Islamophobia. We start with Mr. Barbush.
Islamophobia shows Islam as a violent and extreme religion. This is not true because Islam teaches peace, justice, and thinking with reason, and rejects superstition and oppression.
And rejects superstitions and oppression. Excellent. Okay. Another answer, Mr. Akram. Where's the second, please?
Islamophobia focuses on the actions of a few individuals by overlooking the values of mercy and human dignity, which are central to Islam.
Yes. Another answer, Mr. Shabayat.
People in Muslim regions are often shown without names or personal, they become just background people, not real humans with feelings.
Yes, so he's talking about TV shows and films, the film industry, how they're misrepresenting Islam in their production. Okay, another answer, Mr. Shahrouk.
Cinema often shows
What is that?
Cinema often shows
Islamophobia, cinema.
Islam region.
Yes, cinema.
Cinema often shows Islam region as violent by focusing only on war and conflict. Movie rarely show normal daily life, or positive story from this region.
Yes, okay, another answer. Talk about the role of TV shows and movies in reshaping viewers' mentality or viewers' perceptions. Mr. Jamal.
Films use dark colors, dust streets and explosions and weapons to show Muslim regions. This visual style makes these places look dangerous and scary.
Yes, so you're talking about how is everything inside the film industry carefully constructed, built, forged, okay? It's not just accidental. If you've watched Emily in Paris, it's a TV show or TV series on Netflix, you would be surprised by how the city is almost unreal. It's like a fantasy. Okay, it's classy, elegant, but the cultural shock becomes evident, okay, during the Olympic Games in Paris in 2024. Okay, the tourists who went there were surprised by the bad smell, the garbage spreading here and there, and the dirty streets. But you won't see this in social or in TV shows or film industry. It's such a part of cinematic pattern that simplifies such complex political realities into a trivial or simple division between good and evil by assigning brutality, immorality, virility to Muslim characters, depicting them or portraying them just as using children as human shields, while assigning or attaching morality and good characteristics in Western characters like they are moral protectors and saviors. Over time, this representation would influence or affect or enforce how viewers emotionally respond to real-world events by making any Western military intervention appear justified and humanitarian instead of being political or strategic or whatever the reason is. Okay, another answer, Mr. Isa.
Muslim creators are often shown as villains or terrorists, while Western creators are Western actors are shown as heroes. The creators is a false image. The violence is part of Islamic culture.
Yes, so over time, violence becomes part in Islamic culture and the viewer's perception. Another answer, Mr. Carlos?
Many movies use symbol good against evil stories. Good against evil stories. Islamic religion are placed on the evil side, while Western countries are shown as protecting the world.
As protecting the world. The Western characters are shown or are portrayed as protecting the world, like they are angels for this world. Another answer, Mr. Burrell. Yes?
Films do not show culture, education, loving families, Islamic regions. By hiding these aspects, violence becomes that main image. Viewers remember.
Yes, so through this film industry, it plays on enforcing Islamophobia among Western people by enforcing or normalize such a stereotype like it's the model for Muslim people or Muslim community. Mr. Yes?
Palestine is an important land between Asia and Africa.
Asia and Africa.
Jerusalem city important in Palestine because important religion. Every city in Palestine is beautiful.
Good job. Every city in Palestine is beautiful. Okay. What is your favorite city? Turkey. Good job. Okay. Jerusalem. Yes, Jerusalem. Okay, another answer would give us talk about the importance of religious importance of Palestine. Yes.
It's a beautiful land lies at the crossroads of Asia and Asia and Africa, Jerusalem, Palestine. It is holy place to the very great monotheistic religion, Islam and Christianity and Judaism.
And Judaism, excellent. It's the central land for three monotheistic religions. Yes, Mr. Rajab.
Jerusalem is important because it hosts Al-Aqsa Mosque, the third holiest site, and it is deeply beautiful.
Good job. Yes.
Jerusalem is very important in Islam. It is home to Al-Aqsa Mosque and was the first direction of the for Islam.
Of Qibla for Islam. It was the first destination of Qibla for Islam. Yes?
Jerusalem, Palestinian's capital. It's holy to the three great monotheistic religions. Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. At the heart of the old city
is the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock.
The Dome of the Rock.